these are the shoes so far. They're my white Air Force One high tops, and they're basically all white, as you can see. Inside, it looks like that. I'm put on the outside, and I'm going to be painting the Nike swoosh on here, and I've gone and taped them off, as you can see. I've taped close around the edges, actually right against the edges. Fill focus. And then I'm going to go get some acetone. I'm just going to be using nail polish remover. You know, put it in some cotton balls where I put in a cup, dip it in, and you rub it off until you get like this factory finish off. But you can't really see it too well. And I'll update you then. You can see I sort of can't really tell too well, but you can sort of see these lines where I've taken off more. But basically, just taking out the factory finish with these Q-tips, the acetone, and I also got out some of the paint, and that's going to allow the paint seep in a little bit better. I got my paint up here. And I'm going to be using this orange. You have to use a leather paint. Angelus usually works pretty well. Soul Junkie's got some out there. But, you know, I'm just going to paint on it. Let it dry. Lighter coats, multiple coats is probably what you want to do. Makes it more flexible. Alright, bye. You can see it's a little uneven coating, but that's because it's a lighter coat, and as you go on, it should get, you know, more of a solid color. Getting ready to paint the second shoe right here. See, I got my Angelus paint. I just finished doing the second coat. It's looking not too bad. It's evened out. Yeah, and just after the first coat, and sometimes even the second coat, if it's not that even, you know, you can sort of see your lines before. Don't worry about it. It evens out. I'd probably recommend doing like 3 or 4 coats before you're done. And also, a tip is don't go back and forth with your strokes. You sort of want to go with it one direction, and you want to make sure you get along the stitching right in here. Fill focus. So you can tell, like, you know, right in there. And I'll get back to you later. So, alright, I'm back. Here I've just finished putting on the 4th coat. You can see it's pretty solid color. It's just what I want it to be. And you can see there's a little bit of a white strips going across because it's actually sewn on leather. So it's almost like 3-dimensional. You can't really see, it's too dark in here, I guess. It's not focusing. But I'm just gonna go and touch that up, then take the tape off, and it'll be good. And I'll show you what they look like. Alright, I just put down my 5th coat of orange. They're looking pretty solid. Let them dry, completely dry. Probably good now is let them dry for about an hour after you know you're done, maybe an hour and a half. And go ahead and start taking out the tape. And you might have some little areas where it might have gone under tape. Alright, I just untaped them, and they're looking pretty good, as you can see. You can see there's a couple of spots where it's a little rough, like right there is a little dot, and right under here is a little line, and that's pretty much, except for right there, that's pretty much all I see. Alright, basically I just decided to put a blue coloring on this area right above the midsole, and I went and did all the steps I did on the swoosh, but in blue, and it's just now finished. You can see I actually repainted this white area in both of them because I got blue in there. It's still a little rough. I need to go back and fix up to the spots, but they don't look that bad from a distance. blue and orange down. I've actually worn these to school yesterday and got comments from people. You know, it's a good way to get feedback. Some people didn't like them not being painted on the inside. Some people thought they were pretty cool. So I'm taking them off, and I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint these swooshes on the inside.